What is good, guys? Yugi here to record a new video, and this is going to be a Halloween special for Spoopy Day. Apologies if you can hear the interstate outside. I am hopefully going to talk loud enough where you guys can't hear it unless I pause for a second to think about something. But my window's open because it's October. It feels nice outside. It's nice and cool. It's like 50-something degrees right now, which is lovely for me. So let's talk about One Piece arc Thriller Bark, and it is probably, as I rewatched it and I'm discovering now, it is probably my favorite arc in One Piece at the moment. The reasons why: one, I love Brook. Brook is in my top 10 Straw Hats. He probably will rank number 6 on an upcoming video in the next couple of months, whenever I get around to doing it, which is a updated top 10 One Piece video for characters. I did a top 5 one ages ago, and I feel like my editing prowess is a bit better now when I actually sit down and open Adobe and don't just, let me cut the parts out and upload it. But hopefully that will be an edited video, and this one I will edit a little bit if I am not too lazy before I get onto it. So yes, of course, Brook is one of my favorite characters, and probably one of my favorite Halloween-esque characters. I mean, he's a walking, talking, pervy skeleton with a giant afro who's a musician. But one of my favorite arcs is the reason I really do like Moria, not as a character, but he's a funny as crap villain. The way he laughs is hilarious. His voice in the English dub is straight up comical. The zombies are hilarious throughout all of Thriller Bark. I mean, the fact that Thriller Bark is like based off of Michael Jackson's Thriller and some old black and white, not horror movies, but like Halloween movies. Like you got The Invisible Man, you got Mummy. Actually, was there a mummy? No, there wasn't mummies. There was just zombies, of course, and you had Hogback, you had Absalom, you had oh my lord, you had Perona. I love Perona. Okay, I love Perona, guys. She is probably one of the funniest characters in that arc, and adorable. And her post-time skip look while she is chilling out on Muggy Island with Mihawk is great. I love that. But you had the Mysterious Three plus Moria. You have my favorite zombie throughout that entire arc, which is Ryumo, and I want to talk about Ryumo for a little bit because right now there's a lot of theories going around that Ryumo may become relevant in Wano because Zoro is walking around with the Clear Autumn Wind, which is Shusui. I believe I said that right, because Shisui is the Uchiha from Naruto and Shusui is Zoro's sword. Sometimes I get those mixed up. But Zoro's walking around Wano, and that has already caused him problems one time, and I don't think that will be the last time because Zoro is already lost again and wandering around Wano, and he is still carrying around Shusui. So that will cause some trouble. And now that we have seen Kaido's true form, or we don't know if it's true form or if it's his devil fruit form, it could be either way. People speculate that the dragon that Ryumo slayed was actually Kaido, and he just didn't kill it. He's the one that gave Kaido that scar. I don't know if that's true or if it was Shanks that gave him a scar, maybe Whitebeard, because right now we know Kaido and Shanks. Apparently Shanks is the strongest Yonko. I mean, you can probably hold me to that. I've been saying that for years, but Ryuma is really cool character. We find out, of course, he had more Brook's speech style and swordsman skills when he fought against Zoro and when he fought against Brook, of course. But we got to see him talk a little bit about Wano, and that's where he's from. That's why he's dressed the way he is. So apparently at some point during time, Hogback and Moria went and stole his body and his sword to reanimate him, maybe to try and use him against Kaido because he killed a dragon, because we know for a fact the giant scar down Moria's face, I believe, was revealed in an SBS that Kaido is the one that caused it, because beforehand we see Moria when he's younger and looks buffer and more intimidating when he was younger. He doesn't have the scar down his face. He just looks like the onion human, or like he's part of that maybe half of the demon race giants that Oars is, like half that, half human, because that's really the only thing I can explain that unless the Kage no Mi like warps the way you look to look like Spoopy. I really wish I had some stuff to go over here that was like Thriller Bark related, but I don't have any volumes for Thriller Bark. My volumes stop just before the first omnibus before Thriller Bark, so whenever I get to finish that, I will have those. Oh, and I don't have a Brook figure, which I wish I do. The only One Piece figures I've got right now are Ace, 2 Luffys, actually 3 Luffys if you count my pop figures, another Ace, 2 Laws, and a Chopper. I really need to get the rest of the Straw Hats. I really badly want a Frankie and a Brook because I love Frankie and I love Brook. But of course, you guys can see over. I'm bending the wrong way. You can see over my shoulder over here that I have, of course, a One Piece poster of all of the Straw Hats. Turning into a little just chatting about what I've got this One Piece and not Thriller Bark. But another cool part about Thriller Bark that I really love, it's not really Halloween aesthetic, but this is just me babbling on about Thriller Bark for like 5 or 10 minutes because I just love Thriller Bark. It is where we get introduced to Kuma. And one of my favorite scenes in all of One Piece is Zoro's interaction with Kuma when he decides to put himself prostrate in front of Kuma and say, "Kill me, not Luffy, because if you don't kill me, you can stand it that I would be the #1 swordsman in the world, and hopefully that would save Luffy," and he does indeed do it. Of course, Sanji tries to step in and take it, but Zoro literally just hits him with the back. I think it is Shusui that he hits him with and knocks him out, and I believe the Risky brothers see this as well, and along with Brook, but Zoro takes the damage, guys, from Luffy, but I'm pretty sure beforehand Kuma just slaps a little bit off and hits him with it to give him a little taste, and it basically puts Zoro out flat, but Zoro stands back up and says, "Alright, I'm gonna do it," and they walk off, so Zoro's expecting to die, walk off, and they give it to Zoro, and Zoro is just standing there all bloody and basically beaten, and Kuma just leaves, but I believe beforehand, I was gonna say on his way out, he slaps Perona and sends her to Muggy Island, but that actually happens when he first arrives. I believe he just boop and sends Perona off. But at the end of the arc, after the defeat of Moria, believe Kuma was going to get rid of him too, or they were afraid he might try something because Moria was defeated. They basically sneak Moria out. Absalom and Hogback kind of, take him out and get out of there. And next time we see Moria is at the War of Marineford, or the War of the Best. Overall, Brook's introduction of the crew, not introduction, or I guess when he joined the crew, is probably my favorite one. Basically, when you see this, the scene of him playing Bink Sake on the piano, and it's flashing to the laboon and all of that, and then you have Luffy draped over the back of the piano, and he just grins and says, "Yeah, we met Laboon," and more than that, but really, really great scene. One of my favorite arcs in One Piece, and probably is my favorite arc in One Piece. So I have rambled and babbled on enough about Thriller Bark. Hope you guys had a very, very spoopy Halloween. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go to jail, guys. Pranks on Halloween can get you in trouble. Make sure there's nothing in the candy. So no go finding any horror movies in real life. Yugi signing out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.